So like the name of the video would suggest, these are just an amalgamation of different clutch moments that I've saved over the years, and we're just going to kind of go over them, kind of like a VOD review. It's 30 minutes worth of clips here, but I'm not going to watch these all at 1-to-1 speed. Some of them you'll see kind of recurring themes, but yeah, so we're just going to go through some of these, and there will be timestamps in the description. Each of these colors represent a different theme, I guess, of the type of clutch moments you see in games. So these first ones are just kind of more solo runs. Now this first clip isn't as much of a solo run because my friend Speggy is here with me, but you'll see how it turns out. Adrenaline
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, I popped adrenaline. I'm gonna pop adrenaline like before we get into like this alley.
So the first thing here is I'm not using the pipe bomb immediately because we don't have any zombies in view. And I was communicating with him here that what we'll do is we'll throw the pipe bomb first and then the bile jar second. Now we could have done, either one works, but we just decided to go down this route. So the reason why I throw the pipe bomb in this direction is simply because if I were to throw this is like the first choke point here, and if I were to throw the pipe bomb like kind of like off to the right here or behind us or something, then these infected here would still be running through us. And for the most part, they'll ignore you, but if you're like pretty much right in front of them, then they won't care about the pipe bomb or bile jar even, and they'll start attacking you. We don't want that. So we have the pipe bomb to kind of create some space here just for this first one here, and then he goes for the bile jar.
Already going bad.
Does he throw the bile jar? Yeah, he does throw the bile jar. That's a good bile.
Uh-oh, it's already going bad. It's already going bad. Oh no.
And that's our friend Patches. Now here it goes bad.
Oh no!
Just go without me.
You got this one. Please, for the love of God, tell me you have this.
Oh, I've got this, easy.
Very easy.
I'm a little triggered.
Very easy because the bile jar there, Speggy is rightfully triggered.
Because Norton shot you.
Yeah, and then lights me on fire.
Oh my God! What a fucking I mean, team killer, but still.
So yeah, there. The main things here are just me and Speggy here chaining our throwables together, and that's all good. Unfortunate that I ended up, you know, kind of killing him. But he threw his bile jar here, kind of helped really seal the deal here. Once you get past this little segment here, you don't really have to worry about them. Now he could have really thrown the bile jar anywhere, and it probably would have worked out. And then this Molotov was a bit more improvised.
Shit. You might as well be using Super Mario Maker.
Get ready, I'm lowering the bridge.
So while my friends talk about map design and Mario Maker in the background here, after I get boomered on here, as you can see, I just go straight to activating the horde, as I've gone over in my expert guide video before. If you've got a horde on you, it's much more efficient to just start the event here. So while all these guys are on me,
Good luck,
this is some.
I appreciate it, and I'm a map maker.
It took everyone how long to basically put in a subpar Super Mario Maker into.
Why you gotta be negative, huh?
I'm just saying, in terms of actual quality map making, like.
So here I decided to just make the play to just run for it. When you're up here, now I'm aware that the infected are completely underneath me right now, and in order for them to get up to me, they need to climb. And so after I healed up here, I just decided a lot of these infected are probably currently pathing their way up right now, so this is actually a pretty good chance to just start running. And since I've seen that a lot of the infected spawned back here, I know that there isn't going to be as much in front of me. So that's why that's also a big reason why I decided to make this call here, to just run for it. You see, there's a very minimal amount that I'm actually dealing with here. And it's a pretty straightforward, easy peasy. Shaquille O'Neal on the wall there. That's here we go. This is like the most recent one that happened in game that I'm very proud of. So you probably won't see it until I press tab later. But basically, I'm the last person alive.
Francis, no! Bonds, is there?
There you go. So you see, there's no med kit, or well now there's a med kit, but I only have a pipe bomb.
Francis, no!
Yo, chill, bitch. You almost burned my Timbs.
Yeah, chill, bitch. Almost burned his Timbs. Okay, so So here's the first decision right here with the pipe bomb, which I kind of went over before. You don't want to throw the pipe bomb somewhere where the infected are going to end up running past you or something like that. Here, I can see that the infected are coming from two different areas, but right in front of me here. So the pipe bomb location is actually very straightforward.
Grenade!
Now notice I didn't throw it like way off to the map or something like that. When you throw a pipe bomb too far, it's really counterintuitive. I always like to try to get at least one bounce down on the ground with the pipe bomb. It just feels like it's a more controlled motion. And so you can see here, if the pipe bomb goes too far over here, then the zombies can't get it and then they die. So by maximizing the so I maximized the efficiency of the pipe bomb by throwing it here. Now I can focus my attention onto the jockey. Now, of course, the pipe bomb, of course, doesn't get all of them. There are still some stragglers, but the horde is way smaller than before. We just killed the jockey. I now know that there's a charger and a spitter, and the spitter just attacked, so I can now focus all my attention onto the charger, wherever it may be.
Wait,
Really trying my best here to just keep moving back and forth to try to get the charger to finally bite. Sometimes the charger will try to get as close as possible to you before charging, to try to, that's how it, you know, does its stuff.
you know, never mind.
Finally got it to bite there.
There's one-man army over here.
Easy game. And so then we go forward. So this is the time right now to make some progress. Killed a horde, killed the 3 special infected. And I'm not pushing the hunter here. I'm letting the hunter come to me. Because you never know if you turn the corner. Yeah, see right there. There I got a little
Oh,
impatient.
yeah,
so I
it's a
pushed
jockey.
it.
You're fucked.
And here, kind of the same thing. I know the jockey is a little bit ahead, but I don't want to really push forward. So by standing up here, I have a bit of like a natural barrier, and I can see. You can start to see when the jockey appears, partially because of the shadow there.
Survivor closet. Oh, just one taps her in the face. Lucky shot.
Very lucky shot. Now here, I actually have a lot of options for dealing with this witch. But where is the witch? It's right here. Now, I can actually just run right past this witch. But at this point, it's kind of one of those, let's have our cake and eat it too. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I actually didn't really see that that's a witch that I could run past immediately. I just saw like, oh my god, it's right there. It's right in the way. But game goes us.
You gotta run past her and open up the door before she kills you.
Nope, crown that bitch.
So you can see my crosshair placement. You can't really see my crosshair, but what's good to know is I'm kind of aiming for like the head and the neck area. And when you crown a witch, I find it's often easiest if they're sitting down and you want them to be like kind of like the front of their body is facing you by the time they're standing up. I find that if kind of like their back or shoulder is facing you, then crowning them is harder. Oh, losing our place here a little bit. Oh, that's a different play. That's a different play. Where am I? Here we go.
Okay.
Almost died. Oh my fucking god! Easy game,
Okay.
easy life, brothers. Get the triple revive in there, and then almost immediately Speggy with his chainsaw.
Stop it already!
Thanks, babe. Very cool. Let's reorient ourselves a bit here. Okay, so this was a public lobby actually. So I was playing with a bunch of people that I wasn't familiar with. I'm watching you as best I can, but I might end up just using you as a cloud. So we have. I'm just gonna get this last Jenny. It's just me and that other guy alive, and my hand's kind of tied here. It's not really obvious. Whoa, what am I looking at here? I'll just do that. So here, I make the tough decision to go for the generator because in order to get this guy up requires a lot of fighting, and there's no guarantee that I'd be able to get over there, use resources, get him up, and then the both of us can walk over while also using resources because the infected aren't ever really going to stop here. So what I think is, well, there's only so many infected that can be on the map. I know that a lot of them are going to aggro this guy, especially because he's incapped. So might as well just make this long run here. And I do. Now, unfortunately, I can't really get to him in time. I mean, I might have been able to. I definitely can't. I'm just gonna go for it.
Careful. Smoker.
I mean, I might have been able to save him there. But I was intimidated by that smoker a bit. So now the key here is just always moving and just always cutting back and always just trying to pick a better fight. Because eventually an opportunity will open up. And I can get this one. And then pretty straightforward.
Let's go!
The type of Molotov you'd expect. Of course, always waiting till I'm as close as possible to the infected before. Okay, you guys are gonna with a shotgun. Respawn in this closet within the next minute. So I'm aim faces. Dear God, I hope you guys spawn here. So here I decide to not fully commit to killing the jockey because jockeys are kind of spooky to begin with. And so long as I can kind of, like, I have a bit of a safe route here to go around the house. Oh, thank fuck. Okay, stay in here, stay in here.
Oh,
Stay in here.
Rambo shit, bro. Good shit.
So this is a different one where, whoops, accidentally kill our teammates here. Sorry, Ham. Patches is already dead because of course he is. Shout out Patches.
You think you can do this, Mark?
Couldn't even wait for the witch to calm down before running past her.
Yeah, that's Patches for you.
Oh, I was about to call you trash if you didn't get that kill.
Now here, I think there is a respawn closet here. I don't know why I didn't end up reviving my teammates here. Maybe it was like a bit of banter or something like that. But nonetheless, so now here's just the situation where I have to run by myself. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I don't know. This happened a few years ago. I don't remember the full context.
Give me an answer, you fucking... No, you have to give me an answer, you fucking fool. Give me an answer right now.
I mean, Norm has skills, so I would say yes.
All right. One friend believes in me. The other friend doesn't believe in me.
I'm gonna say no.
Now the reason why I put that gas can down there is just simply because I already knew that a bunch of them were going to spawn from that direction anyways, and I just wanted to get the fire down ASAP so that I can just start running and make space for myself.
No, you have to give me an answer, you fucking fool. Give me an answer right now.
So if we go forward a bit, so we got a lot of them out of the way with that Molotov. Now the reason why I threw the pipe bomb here is honestly just kind of pure desperation. I just wanted to get it off, but the same sort of thing applied here. I just wanted to make sure that I threw it relatively close. Often it's not really recommended to throw a pipe bomb like kind of right in front of you here. But since I threw it close enough to the ground, right? And you can see like the trajectory when it leaves my hand, how fast it goes, but then as soon as it touches the ground, its momentum really starts to slow down a little bit. And so that way I can just keep everything kind of in my view. And that's how we kind of get to the safe house here. I think that was a bit of a weaker example, but so now here it's good old Coldstream. And here we've got 3 in-capped teammates and a tank right in between me and them. So often, most of the time, if you try to just go around the tank immediately, like try to hug the wall or something like that, the tank will just punch you immediately. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. So here, the play was actually just keep kiting back all the way. And now at this point, we were actually kind of desperate. We were really getting hammered here. And the play was just to try to win. Like maybe I could have just died and forced a restart and maybe we would have had a better odds, but here it's just a matter of like, no, we just want to get this over with. So I kite the tank back to the only possible place where I can. And you'll see during the small amount of time that he has this, he has to climb up that ledge. I'm gone. Monkey tank El Toro. Yep, El Toro that tank, so we keep going. I get this guy up because I can. Like when you're facing a tank, eventually he starts to throw the rock. And he just loses, like, he just loses all that distance on you. So I revive Nick, and Nick dies immediately. Oh, here I'm just telling the guy, like, let's just get out of here, let's just get out of here. So this bile jar here, well, actually, you'll start to hear what I say. Bile jar out.
The fire, you sons of bitches.
Fuck this tank, we're running, we're Hail Mary. Hug the wall, hug the wall. Hug the wall for reasons we mentioned earlier about the infected just attacking you immediately if you're, like, right in front of them. Then here the rest of it's pretty straightforward. A lot of the infected are alive and are aggroed on to that bile jar behind us. We know where the tank is. This charger messes up pretty bad. And we get a pipe bomb, and then it's pretty much a nice little breeze here, you know. Now here's another example. Here's just me playing with my good friend Speggy. Now this time he was playing as Perez Nafaro, but it's still Speggy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hunter behind us.
I just fucking walked past him.
Yeah, keep
Now,
going, keep going.
Speggy the God manages to El Toro him. So here I make the call to tell him just keep going. I've got a whole bunch of infected on me, and the tank is on me. That means that there isn't really anything on him. He's got all the tools he needs to, you know, similar to here. Basically, what I saw here is kind of what he's seeing. Now here, I just happened to also get lucky enough to be able to use the rocks to get over the tank. Now you'll see how close this gets.
Oh my god, the tank's right behind. I don't dare look behind. I'm not looking behind. I'm not looking.
What I'm saying there, don't look behind. A lot of times when people are trying to run away from the tank, they start to look at the tank and they run backwards. In clutch situations like that, don't do that. Just keep running. You don't know what's going to end up appearing behind you and make the tank punch you in the face.
No! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Most sane Left 4 Dead 2 player right there, as you can see. But then eventually, we mentioned earlier, eventually when the tank's running you, eventually it gets desperate, tries to throw a rock at you, and then you can kind of snowball the rest of it in your favor there. Get up, easy game, easy life, easy day. So now let's look at some actual tank fights specifically. Here's actually two tank fights in the exact same location, but the consistent thing here is the tank. The fixed animation it takes to climb over things is a little sluggish, so you can absolutely use that to your advantage. You can just keep running around here. See, all that time it just spent to try to run around and navigate that geometry. It's like it's wasting its own time there. And this just goes on. It's kind of the same thing, but here is also another good example of that, because now here, you can't see my health, but I'm in limping health. Easy game, easy life. And actually the exact same thing here. I have two tank fights, and it's both. If I had a nickel for every time that Patches and I had to kite a tank here without any fire, I'd have 10 cents. it's just weird that it happened twice. But you can see the same sort of thing is going on here. Like, how long is this tank fight? That's a minute and 23 seconds, and then this tank fight is a minute and 42 seconds. And the entirety is spent just running around this geometry and forcing the tank to try to climb over things. Because when it's climbing, I mentioned it's sluggish, but when it's climbing, it can't throw a rock, it can't punch you, it really can't do anything. But it has to commit to climbing up over the ledge.
Oh god, I thought he was about to smack me through that railing.
You see, even it's a very minor thing, but even this little hop right here, the jump down there and then back up here, can kind of really. Well, actually, oh no, looked like it was trying to aggro to Patches there because Patches was actually closer by the time it finished climbing up there. Yeah, but you can see all these little extra movements by me and him. We're both like. Right now, we're both just trying to just be hard to get around, but while we're doing that, we're also inadvertently taking turns being the closer one to the tank. And the tank always likes to aggro to whoever's closest to it, especially after it climbs over something or throws a punch or throws a rock or whatever. And so that's how you can just keep doing this. Just keep going, just keep jumping and being annoying. Really exploit the tank's AI weakness for what it is. And honestly, the exact same thing here. It just keeps going. So here we're going to look at more, we have some witch examples here. And I'm also going to try to speed this up because I recognize that it's already 22 minutes into the recording. But here, so...
I just landed on top of the witch. I landed on her fucking head.
Now, I don't know why Speggy necessarily threw the bile jar there. Maybe he just intended to bile the witch. But it works out anyways that I happen to have a Molotov right there. And I would have done this anyways, but what helps is it's obviously it's a bile Molotov combination. So every infected is going to be like, man, that's some great fire. I better run into that. But by lighting the witch on fire, she is no longer aggro to Speggy, who she runs faster than. Now she aggros to me, who she also runs faster than. But now she has to try to navigate up through all these angles and platforms and ledges while on fire. And it's just not going to work out well for her. So that's how we save Speggy's life. That's how we also kill this witch. And here is a very similar thing. This clip goes on for a very long time. This kind of happened way in the back. I don't know what my friends were doing. But you can see here that the main part of this...
Norm, you're such a coward. You don't rescue your friends.
He's actively still being chased by the witch.
Dude, maybe you should get better. Oh my god. Where's the... Oh, there it is. I guess I should fucking... You guys want to see some...
Don't let the Shrek out.
Hagraven. It's a Hagraven from Skyrim right now.
How does he even import these models?
I don't know. Very impressive.
So just every single time the witch thinks it's about to get me, just switch, and it's not like the witch is able to really jump. Maybe it can, but in this case it didn't.
You were at a penthouse suite in a Marriott.
You were ugly! Who started by the witch? Is it me?
You.
Yes, it was you.
Okay, I popped adrenaline, I'm running.
Yeah, you pussy.
So here, in this sort of situation, there's no fire, and even if we do light the witch on fire, there's all this water that's going to extinguish it anyways. Thank God I had this adrenaline so that I can actually run through the water fast. And really, the objective here is just to try to get to a spot, like right here, where I'm, like, I know that my friends are able to get X amount of damage off. I don't know exactly how much damage they were able to get off before the witch exited their view, but just eventually getting to a point where I can just look the witch down.
Underneath.
And probably the appropriate reaction there. Shout out to our boy Vaporeon. Like the color blue, downloaded this mod, and then all the Vaporeon memes came out. Very cool. But yeah, as you can see, the consistent theme across a lot of these is just keep moving. Don't be flat-footed. Especially with tanks and witches, here you see like just using a lot of, like whether it's using the geometry to your advantage, or in this case, just repositioning as a whole, just to finally get to a point where I can safely mow the witch down from a lot because I just happen to have the scar. So here these are kind of like more general everyday sort of moments. So here, just throughout the entirety of this clip here, my friend is trying to fight the horde. Good old Patches. He's low health, and I'm low health, but basically, I'm not even trying to kill the zombies that are around me. I'm just trying to, I mean, tier 1 pistol, Lamau, but just trying to kill as many as I can around him, make it easier for him, and he's able to get me up, which is very nice. Good job from everyone.
Burn the witch. Burn the witch. Chant it with me. Burn the. Oh god.
Thank you.
All right, chant it with me. Burn the witch. Burn the witch.
1, 2, 3, go team. 1, 2, 3,
God
go
damn it.
team.
Oh. Thank you.
Oh.
So here, high ground is always good. High ground is always very good. Now here's where things start to kind of get a little weird. I got vomited on. Shout out to this old blood bile mod that I had. That just kind of came with an HD pack.
Oh, there's the witch. Oh no.
So here, the name of the game is very
She's
similar
dead
to
now.
when I was kiting the witch earlier.
Well,
Oh
I
my
died,
god, and the boomer.
but it was not my fault.
Just always trying to stay fast.
This would be a
Foul
really
jar,
bad
foul jar, foul jar.
This would be a really bad time for a jockey.
You fucker! I threw it over him, you stupid piece of shit game. Fucking broken hitboxes.
Jockey, no! Oh, no! So I want to point out one thing. You can see that I didn't just immediately start shooting at the horde. I was just kind of waiting to see what was going on here, because there's obviously, I have 1 health. And I don't want to just try to get Patches up here if it looks like the infected are going to end up aggroing to him or to me because of how close this bile cloud is. And also, he's got a Desert Eagle. It's going to pierce through a lot of these. And basically, by just kind of waiting to see first, I was just seeing exactly how this is going to pan out. Are they going to attack Patches? Will they not attack Patches? And so that by the time where it starts to become clear what should be happening, I've got a full magazine. I'm just going to very quickly plug in my headphones. Okay. So here, I throw this bile jar because it's just much safer. They're going to go to that newer one. And then I can guarantee get Patches up because it's still not really clear exactly how this is going to pan out here. Now the jockey, it's just panic and right click a lot, you know? Jockey, no!
Oh
Had to reload.
Did I call it or what?
Okay, this is amazing.
And I have 30 health. And I'm leaving Norm.
Oh my god. Behind you. Oh, I can see us. I can see where we can be saved. Come and save us.
I drink soda so I can see faster.
Patches, save us. Patches. Go.
So here the reason why I opt for that is just because I know that there's still just a whole bunch infected that could be honestly kind of anywhere. And I know that Patches is just kind of going for it, and I don't have the movement speed to probably keep up with him. He's going to be behind walls and stuff. So might as well just throw a gasket in here and just cut off this choke point. I don't even really know. There's honestly probably more calculated ways that I could have gone about this. But I just figured that this is something that I could do. Might as well. Maybe it will help. Maybe it won't. Who knows?
That was the funniest. Reloading!
Man, that was so close. Patches almost died.
I knew what I was doing.
Patches died.
Patches died.
Saved everyone. And I was smoke because of you.
And this is actually a very, very straightforward basic example. So what's going on here is I already got some shots in on this hunter. Like you can see, I got that. There's that blood splatter there. So I hit him with that. And so now I know later when this hunter inevitably repeaks, it's going to be low health. And so there we go. Nice picture perfect hunter kill, all calculated because of the damage dealt to it earlier. Now this is this first clip over here probably should have been in this category, but it's whatever. So this category is actually, it's a bit more teamwork oriented. But here you can see it's just me and Ham, and we have 2 bots. And we're just we're pushing through here. And the main takeaway here is just trying to be efficient with the M60. Just doing a lot of one taps. Maybe not here, but like later here.
Done like dinner. Keep moving. Reloading.
Front.
And honestly, that's really all that is. Actually, I want to save this clip for last. So this clip, it's just me and Ham. This is like a really good... Actually, you'll just see it.
Completely underwater.
So Ham and I are tasked with doing this event, just the 2 of us.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't think this.
Our 2 best players are dead.
Pipe bomb.
It's a very good pipe bomb by Ham.
Now my pan is gone. I'm so sad.
So just chaining the throwables like that goes a long way if we both use it at the same time. It's on the right side. Wait, Ham. Alright, thank you. So here we're repositioning to try to pick a better fight. I think Ham also wanted to just try to get to this closet to see if maybe our friends would respawn, but they don't. Now here you're about to see where the advantage of having long range weapons comes into play.
Back here.
I just want to push that. Never mind, I don't want to push this closet anymore. I'm good. And so here I make the decision. So there's two directions that they could possibly pincer us from. Right there in front of us and right here in front of us, but we both have long range weapons. I watch one angle, Ham watches the other. Easy game, easy life. And of course, yeah, still just trying to stay close to each other within punching distance. Like that's the unofficial term, but we just say in punching distance. In case there's a jockey or hunter or something.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Ow.
Alright, good job, Ham. Good teamwork. Have a bullet for your troubles.
Front, just because I have a spaz 12 for the stairs.
Now, if only now, do I press tab at some point here so I can actually see the tools we're working with? Yeah, so everyone's got a first aid kit. That pipe bomb just went out.
There's a boomer right there.
Look out now!
So that charger is really unfortunate. It forced us to kind of wait a little bit, but here it's good to reposition underneath the bridge. It kind of forces them to all come in from one way while we're all trying to get our bearings and regroup. And then once the whole team is here, and of course you see just keeping an eye on my teammates.
Run back up. Oh, I got.
We can kite back into this bridge. Kite back to the bridge. These hordes literally do come in waves, so even if they're pressuring you a lot, eventually they will kind of die down a little bit. As you can kind of see here.
Somebody gonna take that M60 now?
Yeah, we don't need to.
Roll it or
laser
what?
safe. Yeah, check this pipe bomb.
Okay, Nelson has the... What? What? Move behind, move behind.
That one jockey.
Oh, fuck.
There's a
That
jockey
one jockey.
coming to you, Nelson.
You got this. I hate full screen. Not fun.
We got this. We still have 4 first aid kits, 2 adrenaline, and a Molotov. A Molotov behind or in front of us.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna charge forward.
Hey, thanks a lot.
That is not the good call. Do not just charge forward like that because everyone's low health.
Not like full suicide, but like...
Wait a
if
second.
they're-
I'm gonna heal.
As many people should heal as possible.
There we go. I healed.
Okay, I'm... Dang it. Oh,
Backing
fuck.
up because of the acid.
Just shoot around Adam. Nothing's behind us.
What? Okay, a zombie
smoker behind
teleported
us.
behind me. That was interesting. I'm dog mode, so
So the reason why I made the call here for everyone to heal is simply because there's only so much space left between us and the safe house at this point. And also, we have them, you know, and we also don't really know exactly how many more opportunities we're going to get to heal. Especially when you get into this next corner here, it gets very claustrophobic. It's very easy for infected to just kind of break through when one of your teammates starts like reloading or something. Both you should heal.
What? Where? Hey.
I'm a reload.
Frick?
why can't I heal? It's not
Why
letting
can't
me
I
heal.
punch things?
Why is the game not letting me heal?
I think it's because the cart's currently dragging you guys.
I'm dog mode.
Yeah, just move upstream.
Smoker behind me. Smoker behind. Thank you. Follow me. Okay, never mind. I have no idea. I can't see shit.
Okay, stay in the doorway and crouch. Crouch in the doorway. I'm looking over you. So here I tell them to stay positioned for all the reasons that you would probably expect. They're all going to funnel onto him, and if he crouches, I can shoot above him. If he goes too far into this choke point here, then they start to flank him from multiple angles, and it becomes harder to cover him. Oh, charge behind, I got him.
Better right here. Fuck.
Reload.
I'm at 14.
Smoker behind us. So since we killed, there's like that smoker dead, that spitter is now dead.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I wasn't killed. But also like that boomer horde wore off, so that's why we had that window to start pushing forward.
Okay. Fuck.
You can skip the stairs here.
I don't have a lot of ammo left.
Oh my god, where is this guy? Sorry.
Oh, there's a charger.
So here I get a little bit greedy, and honestly that's a bit of my bad, but one thing that does actually come good from this is the fact that you see there's all these infected that are down here aggroed onto me. That means there's less pressure on the rest of the team, and they can eventually come get me good.
Whoa!
Hopefully, right? Okay, they're coming from out of the safe house.
I'm literally, I can't see anything.
No sword.
I couldn't see a single guy. That's okay.
Thank you kindly, man.
Oh, sorry, dude.
There's a charger on me. Charger coming towards you.
You can see there's a elmoteeth.tga in the background there.
Charger coming towards you.
I'm a reload.
Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I'm gonna go for Adam. I think we can do it.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah, it's not too
But
bad.
one person should
They're
stay in the
streaming
safe house.
The only issue is I don't have my spaz. Oh, fuck. Wait. Another boomer? What? Oh my god. I'm still at 150, so you guys have some time. Okay, never mind. I'm at 100.
Man, get up.
No, come on.
Okay, let me know when your deagle's reloaded.
Reloaded.
That's a very small thing. Just let me know when your deagle's reloaded.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We fucking did it.
Come on, y'all.
And that's all of our clutch moments there and some of my thought process and breakdown of some of them. Something that I hope you see is that the game is a pretty straightforward game and a lot of it is actually pretty basic. There aren't too, like there's always like a little, like small little minor details that you can do to kind of, you know, swing things in your favor. But ultimately, a lot of this game comes down to just like really good, strong fundamentals. And a lot of the same principles when it comes to these clutch situations all kind of overlap with each other a lot. You know what I mean? There's always repositioning and using your movement as often as possible, just how beneficial it is to stay over running speed and the small ways to deal with that if you aren't running speed. And then also here, just being mindful of where your teammates are and what your teammates can see so that you can take care of what's in front of you and being able to manage what the game gives you as efficiently as possible. And especially in this clip here, you know, a lot of times if you wait for like the perfect opportunity to heal, you're not going to get it. You just gotta, sometimes you just gotta strike when the iron's hot, right? So that's some of this here. I kind of just threw this video together, not with a whole lot of preparation, but I still hope that you found it informative. If it wasn't as entertaining, well, honestly, it's not really intended to be entertaining, just informative. But either way, that's my thought process during what's it called? Stressful situations, clutch situation. Yeah. So, see ya.